Hi guys, and welcome to episode 10 of More About Culture. Alright guys, and we're back with another episode of More About Culture. I apologize for not doing the video last week, but I really wanted to wait until power came on before I did another episode so I could just pack everything into one. But I am going to touch on the Brandy and Monica versus. I'm not going to stay on it too long because I am a week late with it. It happened last Monday. Brandy and Monica, our two black queens, our two 90s and 2000s icons, went head to head in a versus battle on last Monday. I will say that to me personally, it was the best versus. It was so much nostalgia, so much good music, and you know, all the beef that Brandy and Monica had going on. It was good to see them, you know, in the same setting. Now, what I will say is you could feel some tension. Not so much with Brandy, but with Monica to me. Now, Brandy was being kind of shady. I don't know if I want to say shady or if I want to say she was just flexing on Monica. She was just doing like light flexes. Like Monica was on some, yeah, I did this song with, I did this song with Timbaland, and I did this with Missy. Well, I don't know if Monica even did a song with Tim. I'm just saying for example. But then Brandy would come back with, oh yes, I worked on this with Babyface, and I did this with David Foster, and pulling out the real big names out the tub. So I feel like Brandy just was letting Monica know, because she probably read everything online where everybody was saying that they felt like Monica was going to beat Brandy. And I just want to go on record and say that I said I had Brandy in this battle, and I feel like Brandy won. I feel like Brandy won. Billboard felt like Brandy won. Twitter felt like Brandy won. I feel like Monica and Brandy are just on two different levels. Both are legendary. I feel like the streets respect Monica. Hood dudes respect Monica. Things like that. But the industry and people who are like really into music just hold Brandy on a higher level. I mean, vocally, everything. Even some of those songs that Brandy played, I think it just showcased how good Brandy is. Even just the light vocal she gave us. And another reason why I feel like Brandy won was because we've waited 20 years for this. And y'all do The Boy Is Mine as the last song. And Monica, you don't sing it. You let Brandy sing it, but you didn't want to get up and sing this hit record that all of us have been wanting to hear y'all sing together for years, and you don't give it to the people, which was straight BS. Brandy sung some other song. I can't think of what song it was she sang, but she asked you to join in, Monica. You didn't join in. It's like, bro, we know Brandy can sing better than you, and yes, she was going to sing you under a table, but at least show some good sportsmanship and just join and sing with her. So I think that gave Brandy another edge over Monica, because Monica acted like she didn't want to sing. I think Monica went in thinking she was just going to smoke Brandy, and it just didn't happen. At the end of the day, Brandy was that girl. Just not just music. Brandy was a music star. Brandy was a TV star. Brandy did movies. Brandy had Barbie doll. Like, Brandy is just that girl, and that's just that on that. And I think Brandy proved that on last Monday. So like I said, I have Brandy winning. My score exactly was, I had Brandy winning 11-9, and they had a tie. So I didn't have her like smoking Monica, but me personally, I felt like Brandy won. As always, let me know how y'all feel in the comments. But I am Team Brandy, and I feel like Brandy proved herself, and I feel like she woke a lot of people up last Monday. And y'all have to go on her Instagram page and see how many streams she done got since this whole versus battle. It's millions, like 2 million. I mean, Brandy's just been having a good couple of months. Between the verses, Moesha, and all of that, she just been having, a great couple of months. Happy for her. So now let's get into the TV shows that I've watched. So first I want to get into P-Valley. Now, I tried to refrain from watching P-Valley because I felt like everybody was talking about it. I low-key thought it was hype. I thought, all I knew about P-Valley was it was about some strippers. That's all I knew. So I wasn't really in a rush to see it because I didn't know anything else other than it was about a strip club. And I had heard some of the characters' name. I had heard Mississippi, and I had heard Uncle Clifford and Lil Murder and all these people because people were constantly spoiling it on social media, but I still didn't know what it was about. So, I was at my friend's house the other day, and she was like, have you started P-Valley? And I was like, nah. She was like, you want to go ahead and start? I was like, yeah, why not? So, first episode in, I was hooked. I immediately understood what the hype was about. P-Valley is bigger than just strippers at a strip club. P-Valley is the strip club. P-Valley is showcasing family issues. P-Valley is showcasing domestic violence. P-Valley, even, and I don't want to sound crazy when I say this because P-Valley is showing women empowerment to a certain extent that women can hold their own. I don't really want to spoil it too much because I don't know who all hasn't seen it. I literally started watching Saturday night and I finished it yesterday. So I was right on time for the finale, so I got to see all of, well, you know what, spoiler alert, right now just skip over the video if you haven't seen P-Valley because I really want to talk about it. I want to get into some of the characters. So personally, my favorite characters were Uncle Clifford, Autumn Night, aka Haley, aka Lakeisha Savage. I thought Mississippi was going to be one of my favorite characters. But let's get into Mississippi a little bit because she like thoroughly pissed me off. So Mississippi, wait, first I have to talk about Mercedes. So Mercedes was basically the headlining dancer at the Pink, or the Pink, but they call it the Pink. That's how you know I just went crazy on it because they got me talking like though. But so she was the headliner at the Pink, and she was about to retire. So Mississippi was like that next girl up. I thought Mississippi was just like, a real sweet girl. She had some domestic violence issues going on. Her boyfriend was her baby daddy, whoever he is, was beating her up. And her and the security guard, Diamond, which was one of the finest men I ever seen in my life, they were kind of bonding on that. And Diamond really wanted to help her. So on the last day that the Pink was going to be open because they were going to be shutting down, Diamond's baby daddy finally decides to come watch her dance. And at this time, Mississippi done kind of blew up. Her and Lil Murder, they got their little thing going on with his music and her dancing to his songs, doing her little pole thing or whatever. So her boyfriend comes and, he peeps to see. He doesn't like what he see. He jacks Mississippi up. And, Diamond seen it and he stepped the old boy like, what's up? Like, don't be putting your hands on Mississippi. And they got into a little tussle. And Diamond was really about to like kill this man. Mississippi pulled her pistol out on Diamond and was going to shoot him for beating up her baby daddy. And it's just like, bruh, you threw every good feeling I had about you out the window. How dare you pull the pistol out on Diamond? And Diamond, you could just tell Diamond feelings was hurt. Now, something I will say is maybe she did that because, Diamond was in the military. He killed a lot of people and she had already told him like she didn't want him to add another body to his list. So maybe that's why she did it. Also, she did take the gun out of Autumn's locker, which Autumn told her she could have because she knew, you know, her baby daddy was beating her up. So maybe she took the gun with intentions to kill her baby daddy. I know one thing, season 2, episode 1, if her baby daddy isn't laying in a pool of blood, if I have to watch any more episodes with her coming into work with bruises and all this stuff like that, she better not ask Diamond to hold that baby for her. Matter of fact, stop bringing your baby to the strip club. But she better not be asking Diamond to watch that baby for her. She better not be coming to Diamond with the sob stories and, you know, trying to be ha-ha kiki with him. No, because he tried to save you and you didn't want to be saved. So let Diamond be fine somewhere else and let him help save somebody else. We don't got time for them type of games. What you got going on? Mississippi had me like pissed to the highest level. Okay, now Mercedes, I didn't like that much at first. Because I just didn't understand what she had going on, and I felt like she was kind of snooty and being kind of nasty, especially to Autumn. But once I got into the backstory of what her and her mom had going on, I kind of understood why she acted the way she acted. And let's just get into her mom just for a second. Patrice Woodbine. She got to be one of the worst moms I've ever seen on television history, period. She was trying to be a pastor, and she looked down on Mercedes for being a dancer, but you didn't have no problem taking her money. And Mercedes' ultimate goal when she was leaving the Pink was to be a dance instructor, and she wanted to open her own building. She already had a team, but they were practicing like on basketball courts and stuff like that. So she had saved money for 7 years, like $20,000 to open this place. But she had her mom holding the money for her, which I didn't understand that either, because you already kind of knew how your mama was. But at the end of the day, you're always going to want to be able to trust your mom. So I guess I understand that. But my mama would never. So I don't get it. But anyway, so when it came time for Mercedes to pay for the spot for her to have the dance studio, her mama was just MIA. She wouldn't answer her calls, wouldn't answer her texts. She was supposed to link up with her to get the money. She went to the place to, you know, put down on the spot so she could have her dance studio. The lady said it was already sold. The lady said it was already sold. Once she walked in, boom, the mama walked out. She had done spent Mercedes' money to buy the studio so she can make it her own church building. Pure trash. Mercedes whooped her behind, and she was justified. Period. I know that's your mama, and I know, you know, I seen people saying you're not supposed to hit your mama, whatever like that, but nah, her mama was out of control. I'm sorry. For you to look down on her and do all this talking, calling her a hoe and all this stuff like that, but you ain't had no problem taking the whole money though, and you ain't had no problem spending it at the place she had been telling you that she was going to get for her to teach them girls how to do majorette dancing, and you spend it because you want a church. That was selfish. It was disgusting. Patrice Woodbine is one of the worst characters I've ever watched on TV in my life. I hope karma bites her in the butt expeditiously. I'm not gonna get too much into any more characters, because if I do, I'll be here for like an hour just discussing P-Valley. P-Valley was worth the hype though, I will say that. I'm excited for season 2. Some things I do want to know that's going to happen in season 2. What the heck is going to happen with Lil Murda and Uncle Clifford? Now that Autumn has came through with the cash for the club, like, how is she going to change? Because that's a different type of responsibility. Will she still be dancing? Or will she be, like, managing? Is Mercedes still going to be dancing? What the heck is Mississippi going to do about her baby daddy? Is Andre going to still be trying to mess with Autumn? Like, it's just so many questions that I have going into season 2. But I'm sure we'll have a whole nother year to contemplate and debate about it. So that's that for P-Valley. But I do want to say thank y'all for recommending that, because that show was awesome. And for my main, I don't know, 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 I don't my main topic, Power Book 2. The reason for the title of the episode today, Starz, is because Starz really came through with the shows between P-Valley and Power Book 2. Okay, so let's get into Power Book. I just want to say the first episode was so good. It went way beyond my expectations. I'm not gonna even lie. I didn't have that many expectations going into Power. I'm not one of those people that care that Ghost ain't on it no more, because I despise Ghost. I'm glad Ghost died. I'm glad Tariq the one that did it. Well, no, I'm not glad Tariq the one that did it. I wanted Tasha to kill Ghost. I felt like Tasha would have been more justifiable in killing Ghost, just because of the things he did to her and the way he treated her. But at the end of the day, boys love their mom, and they're not gonna let you have their mama treat them any type of way. So I guess Tariq was, it made sense for him to kill Ghost. I just would have preferred it to be Tasha. But I'm not one of those people that's mad about Ghost being gone, because I hate Ghost. And I'm slightly, upset that Tommy isn't there. But Tommy finna have his own show, so it's whatever. Tommy my favorite character. But Tariq is one of my favorite characters too. Now, season 4, I didn't really care for Tariq like that, on the first original watch, because it was just kind of like dang, Tariq, you wildin', you being a little disrespectful, like what you got going on. But I've recently been rewatching season 4 now that I've gotten through Power, and I understand a lot of why Tariq was doing the stuff that he was doing, because he was lied to his whole life. You thought your parents was one thing, and you find out that they're this. They haven't been telling you where they getting their money from. I done got older. I'm trying to put pieces together, and stuff ain't adding up. So it just is what it is. But back to the first episode of Power Book season 2. It was so good. Tariq is a GOAT in the making. Not even Tariq, sorry, Michael Rainey Jr. Him as Tariq is excellent. Like, he's just the perfect person to play that role, and we've literally watched him grow up. So even as much as you might hate the stuff that Tariq does, you have a love-hate relationship with him, because it's like, oh, he like your cousin. Like, he like the cousin that that's always in some mess, but you still love him because that's your cousin. And that's how I feel like Tariq is. So this first episode was basically, Tariq trying to get Tasha out of jail. And he had Tamika, the lady Tamika, she worked with the U.S. attorney back in the day, but she had her as Tasha's lawyer, trying to get her out. But Tasha didn't want to say who really killed Ghost, so that didn't work out. So they ended up getting Method Man as the lawyer. And just the way that Tariq basically baited Method Man to become Tasha's lawyer was genius. Some of the characters that I like, the newer characters, well, first it looked like Tariq finna have him a little love triangle between, I don't know these girls' names, y'all. I'm sorry. The girl that he go to school with, I think the Tejada girl, I think her name was Diana. Her and the other little girl that messed up him selling the drugs on Power. Hopefully he don't mess with her. I hope he really just got the stuff from her and we ain't gonna see her no more, because she was trash. But it looks like they're going to have a little love triangle. Then we have Woody playing Kane. That's probably going to be my favorite character, because as bad as it sounds, I just like the killers in the TV shows. That's why Tommy was my favorite. I just like the characters who are who they are. And it's no sugarcoating it with them. It's no them trying to be something else. It is what it is. He's a killer. And that's just that. Plus, he from Jacksonville, so how can you not rep for him? Mary J. Blige, of course, that's my girl. She played the Queen Pin in Power. So what I'm thinking in my head, just some theories I'm putting together, is Tariq is gonna start, working with her, and she's probably gonna be what Kanan was to, well, not Kanan. Was it Breeze? That they said Breeze was the person who really showed Ghost and Tommy them what to do. But whatever, she either gonna be Kanan or Breeze to what they was to Ghost and Tommy. And he, like, Tariq know the game, but I think Mary J. Blige is gonna elevate it to a whole nother level. You know, he got some college professors in the mix too. I don't really know what they're gonna do or how they're gonna fall into the bunch, but we'll see. But I'm really excited about what's coming for Power. I think people were so quick to put it down because, you know, a lot of people hate Tariq, so they didn't really want to see what he had going on. But I just really think he's a good actor. I think the character is a good character. You have to be a good actor for everybody to hate you so much. That's how I feel. One thing I will say, spoiler alert, if you didn't watch Power, fast forward this. Tasha pissed me off, as she does per usual. It's like, I love Tasha to a certain extent, but she always do something stupid. She never listens to what Tariq tells her to do. At the end of the episode, when she goes to court, she's about to get out, but she names Tommy as the killer of Ghosts. Like, bro, why are you giving Tommy's name? You don't never give her Tommy's name. I know her and Tommy fell out or whatever the case may be, but, bro, you don't name Tommy. Like, Tommy way in California. Maybe that's why she did name him, because maybe she felt like they wouldn't catch him. I don't care. You don't name Tommy. She always doing something stupid. Just like how she tried to set up the dude quitting for Ghost murder. Like, that's one of the dumbest things Tasha has ever done. She continues to do stupid things. I need her to just let Tariq do his magic and let him get the job done. Tasha, we don't need any assistance from you because you don't know what you're doing. Just worry about counting money or whatever it is that you're good at. But when it comes to getting out of a jam, I don't need you to do anything. I just need you to be quiet. Sax pissed me off as well. I low-key was rooting for Sax. Thought we was gonna like Sax this season, but he pulled some BS at the end with getting Tasha pulled up on a RICO charge. But yeah, I don't even know what's gonna happen. That episode was so good. I'm so happy that they're continuing Power and that it seems like they're starting off on the right track. I love the fact that we get to see all these new characters. Younger characters. It'll probably bring in a whole new crowd of people. You know, people who like Michael Rainey Jr., people who like Woody, people who like, you know, the other younger people on the show. It'll bring that crowd in. I seen he got a lot of good reviews for Power. Y'all was doubting Tariq. Never doubt Tariq, because at the end of the day, y'all love Ghost so much, but he is Ghost's son. And I think he's going to be smarter than Ghost because he has the book smart. And he has the street smarts. He knows how to turn it on and off. Love Tariq. Love Tariq. But that's all I have for this episode. Like I said, I'm going to record. I'm going to be diligent in recording every week because we have to get into these Power breakdowns. It wasn't too much to break down this week with Power because it was just the first episode. So once I watch it, I need to watch the first episode again, and once the second episode comes on, I can do a better breakdown because I'll be, you know, just a little bit more familiar with the characters and have a better idea of what the storyline is going to be. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I ask that you like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends about the channel. Tell anybody you want to, have them subscribe. Check out my videos. Hopefully I can start doing some more things on the channel. Not just this interaction. I want to start doing like cooking videos maybe, or I have something that I'm doing soon. I don't want to say it, but once I start that, I'm going to document my journey with that. Hopefully, you know, I'll start back traveling soon. Me personally, I'm still scared of the coronavirus, so I ain't been going out of town or nothing like that. But hopefully that happens soon and I can start documenting stuff like that. You know, I just want to do more with the channel other than just this. But I want to thank y'all for sticking with me. It's been 10 episodes. I'm very happy that I'm even able to make it to 10 episodes because this journey for me, even doing a YouTube channel, was very stressful. I quit a lot of times before I even started. So just to be able to do 10 episodes is a real blessing. But I just want to thank y'all again and see y'all in the next video. Bye.